What up, y'all? Mr. Dan Terra Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, January 9th, 2020, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The Academy Awards will air without a host for a second consecutive year, ABC Entertainment announced. Carrie Burke, the president of ABC Entertainment, announced Wednesday at the Television Critics Association press tour that the decision had been made together with the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science to forego a celebrity host for the 92nd Academy Awards ceremony February 9th. The Academy confirmed the move on Twitter with a tweet promising stars, performances, and surprises, but no host. Burke said the decision was made following the success of last year's Oscar ceremony, which was the first since 1989 to be staged without a host. Comedian Kevin Hart had originally been slated to host the 2019 ceremony, but stepped down following controversy over the performer's old tweets, which were criticized as homophobic. In a related story, Glenn Weiss has agreed to direct the Oscar telecast for a fifth time, show producers Lynette Howell Taylor and Stephanie Allen announced. They said in a joint statement, "We're so lucky that Glenn is back as our director this year. He is deeply creative and collaborative and has a terrific instinct for live television. It is a huge win for us to have Glenn at the helm." The ceremony honoring excellence in film is slated to air live February 9th on ABC. Melissa McCarthy will executive produce and co-star in Hulu's adaptation of Liane Moriarty's novel Nine Perfect Strangers. The Hollywood Reporter said McCarthy will play Frances, a stressed-out guest at a posh wellness resort run by Masha, played by Nicole Kidman. The limited series is slated to debut next year. Deadline.com said the project will reunite several key players from HBO's series Big Little Lies, including Moriarty, Kidman, producer Bruna Pempa-Andrea, and writer David E. Kelly. McCarthy is an Emmy winner for her role in the sitcom Mike and Molly and sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live. Ozarks Season 3 is coming to Netflix in March. The streaming service shared a premiere date, March 27th, first look photos, and a teaser for the season Wednesday. The photos feature Jason Bateman and Laura Lindley as Marty and Wendy Bird, and Julia Garner as Ruth Langmore. Marty is shown trapped in a cell and is seen visiting Ruth in a hospital. Netflix tweeted, #Ozarks Season 3 returns March 27th. The Season 3 teaser shows a dealer shuffling playing cards, a money counter filled with $100 bills, a bloody poker chips, a reference to Bird's new casino business. Netflix said in an official synopsis, it's 6 months later, the casino's up and running, but Marty and Wendy are fighting for control of the family's destiny. Attorney Helen Pierce, played by Janet McTeer, cartel leader Omar Navarro, played by Felix Solis, and Wendy's brother Ben Davis, played by Tom Penthry, will play a role in Season 3. Netflix says Marty preaches keeping the status quo, aided by an alliance with Helen and drug cartel leader Omar Navarro. Wendy plots for expansion. But when Wendy's brother Ben comes into town, everyone's lives are thrown into chaos. ABC said Wednesday it is planning a live episode of the sitcom The Connors in the production of the musical Young Frankenstein. The Connors special is slated to air February 11th, the night of the New Hampshire primary for Democratic presidential contenders. A press release says the cast will perform the episode live from both the East and West Coast broadcasts. Adding ABC News coverage will incorporate into the story in real time as the results are tallied. Synopsis reads, the live episode will find Mark, played by Amos McNamara, watching the results of the primary for a school project, with Harris, played by Emma Keeney, who is apathetic to the electoral process and believes money's influence in politics means real change is impossible. The rest of the Connors share their different takes on why they all think everyone should vote, including their working class perspectives that you may have to vote for a candidate who you don't love, but one that will screw you the least. The series stars John Goodman as Dan, Laura Metcalf as Jackie, Sarah Gilbert as Darlene, Lacey Goranson as Becky, Michael Fishman as DJ, Emma Keeney as Harris, Ames McNamara as Mark, and Jaden Ray as Mary. Fishman tweeted, "At the Connors, ABC is going live. Great opportunity to bring humor to real-life issues and encouraging people to vote." The network is also collaborating with filmmaker Mel Brooks for a fall 2020 staging of the musical based on his classic 1974 horror comedy Young Frankenstein. No casting or specific air dates have been announced. The film version starred Gene Wilder, Madeline Kahn, Terry Garr, Peter Boyle, Cloris Leachman, and Marty Feldman. Very loosely based on the book Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, the story follows a scientist as he follows in the footsteps of his ancestor, Dr. Victor Frankenstein, and attempts to bring the dead back to life. It was adapted as a stage musical in 2007 with an ensemble that includes Sutton Foster, Roger Bart, Megan Mullany, Schiller Hensley, Christopher Fitzgerald, and Andrea Martin. As he announced Wednesday also, it has ordered the pilot for the sequel to the 1980s dramedy 30 Something. The network said in a press release the show will follow an ensemble of new faces playing the grown-ups, 30-something children of the original cast reprised by Ken Olin, Mel Harris, Timothy Busfield, and Patty Wittig. Apparently, raising children, even grown children, never ends, but who could have known how hard it would be for them to be raising their parents? Showrunners and 30-something creators Marshall Herskovitz and Edward Zwick are writing the screenplay for 30-something else. The original series initially aired from 1997 to 1981. It won 13 Emmy Awards, including Best Drama and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Saturday Night Live alum Leslie Jones is set to host ABC's revival of the game show Supermarket Sweep, the network announced Wednesday. ABC said in the press release the fast-paced and energetic series follows 3 teams of 2 as they battle it out using the grocery shopping skills and knowledge of merchandise to win big cash prizes. Production on the 10-episode first season is scheduled to begin in the spring. No premiere date has been set. Jones says, "I've always dreamed of being on Supermarket Sweep. Seriously, I tried out for the show years ago, and after getting turned away, I knew I'd had to take matters into my own hands. Being able to bring this iconic game show back to life on ABC is my ultimate redemption story." Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are stepping back from their role as senior members of the British royal family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced in an Instagram post Wednesday that they will create a progressive new role within the monarchy and split their time between the UK and North America. The couple said in a joint statement, "After months of reflection and internal discussions, we have chosen to make a transition year in starting to carve out a progressive new role within this institution. We intend to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent while continuing to fulfill support Her Majesty the Queen. It is with your encouragement, particularly over the last few years, that we feel prepared to make this adjustment." The pair also added, "We now balance our time between the United Kingdom and North America, continuing to honor our duty to the Queen, the Commonwealth, and our patronages. This geographic balance will enable us to raise our son with an appreciation for the royal tradition into which he was born, while also providing our family with the space to focus on the next chapter, including the launch of our new charitable entity." The couple concluded by saying, "We look forward to sharing the full details of this exciting new step in due course as we continue to collaborate with Her Majesty the Queen, the Prince of Wales, the Duke of Cambridge, and all relevant parties. Until then, please accept our deepest thanks for your continued support." Buckingham Palace issued a statement responding to the announcement, saying discussions with the couple are still at an early stage. It said that "we understand the desire to take a different approach, but these are complicated issues that will take time to work through." Harry and Markle's transition is unprecedented in modern royal history. The couple would no longer be based full-time in the UK, where Harry is 6th in line to the throne, following his father Prince Charles, his brother Prince William, and William's children George, Charlotte, and Louis. Harry and Markle's announcement followed reports the couple are considering a move to Canada. Markle lives in Toronto while starring on the USA Network series Suits, and was living in the city when she first started dating Harry. In December, the palace confirmed Harry, Markle, and his 7-month-old son, Archie, were spending private family time in Canada over the holidays. The palace says the Duke and Sussex has been a frequent visitor to Canada over many years, and it was also home to the Duchess for 7 years before she became a member of the royal family. They are enjoying sharing the warmth of the Canadian people and the beauty of the landscape with their young son. Harry and Markle reflected on their 2019 in a year-end video December 31st on New Year's Eve. The couple discussed their struggle with British tabloids and media scrutiny in an ITV interview in October. Harry and Markle married in May 2018 and welcomed baby Archie the next May. Elle Kravitz said she remains vigilant after her health following her battle with bulimia. The 31-year-old actress discussed her teenage insecurities and her struggle with an eating disorder in the February issue of Elle. Kravitz, the daughter of singer Lenny Kravitz and actress Lisa Bonet, grew up with her mom in Topanga Canyon, California, and moved to Miami with her dad at the age of 11. She recalled how the celebrity scene in Miami fueled her self-doubt. Kravitz told the magazine, "I didn't like my new school, I didn't feel like I fit in anywhere, and I was surrounded by an enormous amount of beauty and posturing." She says, "I was a chunky, perfectly normal-looking 15-year-old, but I had this remarkably beautiful skinny mom and a father who was dating a supermodel, and I felt short and ungainly." Kravitz said her discomfort affected her relationship with Nicole Kidman, her future Big Little Lies co-star, who was secretly engaged to Lenny Kravitz in 2003. Kravitz said of Kidman, "I was a grumpy teenager with her." Kravitz became bulimic and started therapy about her parents found out about her condition. She struggled with the eating disorder for about a decade. Kravitz said, "I'm okay now, but I'm very vigilant. It is a disease, and I never let myself forget that." Kravitz previously said in a 2015 interview with Complex that she became bulimic and anorexic in high school, calling the eating disorders awful diseases. She says, "I think it was part of being a woman. I don't think it was about the fame, but I think it was definitely about being around that world. Seeing that world, I feel pressure." Kravitz played an anorexic woman in the 2014 film The Road Within and lost 20 pounds for the role. She weighed 90 pounds during filming, but said her perception of her body remained skewed. Kravitz recalled, "You can see my rib cage. I was just trying to lose more weight for the film, but I couldn't see. You there? Stop. It was scary." Kravitz will next star in the Hulu series High Fidelity, which premieres February 14th. The show is inspired by Nick Hornby's novel, which was previously adapted as a 2000 film starring John Cusack. Buck Henry, the writer who wrote with Mel Brooks and created TV's Get Smart, and was a frequent host during Saturday Night Live's early year, died on Wednesday from a heart attack. He was 89. Henry's early writing credits include TV's The Gary Moore Show, and This Was the Week That Was, before he and Brooks created 1965's Get Smart, a 5-season Emmy-winning spy spoof starring Don Adams in the title role. On the big screen, he helped pen both The Graduate, for which he earned an Oscar nomination, The Owl and the Pussycat, and What's Up, Doc, before he shepherded the short-lived TV space spoof Quark, starring Richard Benjamin as the captain of an intergalactic garbage show. On SNL, he hosted 10 times from 1976 to 1980 and put in at least a half dozen other appearances beyond that, playing such recurrent roles as Mr. Dante, the straight man to John Belushi's multivocal samurai, and the father of Bill Murray's Todd and the Nerds. As an actor, Henry's credits included The Graduate, his 1970 adaptation of Joseph Heller's Catch-22, and Heaven Can Wait, for which he co-directed, earning an Oscar nomination with star Warren Beatty, as well as TV's Fountain Crest, Murphy Brown, 30 Rock as Liz Lemon's dad, Hot in Cleveland, and Franklin and Bash. Henry was 89. Lizzo volunteered at a Melbourne food bank, and Metallica donated money towards relief as Australia continues to suffer from a deadly wave of wildfires. Food Bank Australia said on Facebook Wednesday, alongside photos of Lizzo helping out while wearing an orange food bank vest. Beautiful Lizzo stopped by our Food Bank Victoria warehouse today to thank our hard-working team in Volleys who have been working tirelessly for the past 6 days. The organization continues to even pack hampers for fire-affected regions. Thank you for the support. Metallica announced Wednesday that the band has donated $750,000 to wildlife relief. The money will go towards the NSW Rural Fire Service and to the County Fire Authority in Victoria. Metallica said in a statement, "We're totally overwhelmed by the news of the wildfires sweeping through millions of acres across Australia, with major impacts in New South Wales and Victoria. The resulting destruction and devastating effects on all residents animals, the environment, and the incredible land in Australia is truly heartbreaking. The wildfires have killed more than 24 people and have burnt about 24 million acres. Officials say that the conditions will get worse in the coming days. Pop star Justin Bieber announced on Instagram Wednesday that he's being treated for Lyme disease. Bieber posted, "While a lot of people keep saying Justin Bieber looks like shit on meth, etc., I failed to realize that I've been recently diagnosed with Lyme disease. Not only that, but had a serious case of chronic mono, which affected my skin, brain function, energy, and overall health." He added, "These things will be explained further in a docuseries I'm putting on YouTube shortly. You can learn all about what I've been battling with and overcoming. It's been a rough couple of years, but getting the right treatment that will help treat this so far incurable disease, and I will be back and better than ever." The Yummy singer included a screenshot of a TMZ report with the headline, "Justin Bieber battled Lyme disease and win it." TMZ says the docuseries, which debuts on January 27th, will show how Bieber spent most of 2019 feeling achy and fatigued, with doctors initially unable to pin down exactly what was troubling him. Saudi Arabia repeatedly requested South Korean pop superstars BTS to perform in the country, culminating in a rare concert at King Fahd International Stadium in Riyadh in October, President Moon Jae-in said Wednesday. Moon disclosed the details surrounding BTS's Saudi Arabia concert during a New Year's event for South Korea's leading artists and performers, News One reported. Moon said Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman repeatedly requested the presence of BTS on Saudi soil. Moon, who may have led to postpone a state visit, said BTS was invited to play in the concert for an exclusive concert. Moon said it is a sign K-pop is well received in Saudi Arabia, Moon said, according to the report. In his remarks before South Korea's creative industry, Moon also congratulated filmmaker Bong Joon-ho's film Parasite won a Golden Globe this week for Best Foreign Language Film. He said Bong Joon-ho's film Parasite won the Golden Globe for Best Foreign Film in the first time in Korean film history. Following the Palme d'Or Award at Cannes Film Festival, it demonstrates the potential of 100 years of Korean cinema. Moon also said in his meetings with leaders from Southeast Asia, he learned South Korean television entertainment has become a part of daily life. A posthumous album from late rapper Mac Miller is coming next week. Miller's family announced in an Instagram post Wednesday that Circles, a new album from Miller, born Malcolm McCormick, will debut January 17th. Circles is a follow-up to Miller's album Swimming, released in August 2018. The rapper's family said singer and producer John Brolin completed the album following Miller's death in September 2018. The family shared, at the time of his passing, Malcolm was well into the process of recording his companion album to Swimming, entitled Circles. Two different styles complementing each other, complementing a circle, swimming in circles was the concept. They added, after Miller's passing, John dedicated himself to finishing Circles based on his time and conversations with Malcolm. We are eternally grateful to John and to those who gave their best to the difficult and emotional task of putting out this body of work. Miller's family, who posted on his Instagram account, says releasing the album was a complicated process with no right answer. They said future information about the album and Miller's charity will be found at the new account at 92 Till Infinity. The family said thank you to all the fans who've supported him unconditionally through the years. We miss him. We're left to imagine where Malcolm was going and to appreciate where he was. We hope you take the time to listen. The look on his face when everyone was listening said it all. Miller died at the age of 26 of an accidental drug overdose. His death happened a few months after his split from singer Ariana Grande and his arrest from drunk driving, which Grande addressed in the August issue of Vogue. She said of Miller, "By no means was what we had perfect, but he was the best person ever, and he didn't deserve the demons he had." In September, a third person, Stevie Walker, was arrested on drug charges in connection with Miller's death. Walker is accused of selling counterfeit oxycodone pills that contain fentanyl to Miller through an intermediary, Cameron Patek. Halsey announced on Wednesday the concert dates for the North American leg of her Maniac World Tour. The singer will be kicking things off in North America starting on June 2nd at the White River Amphitheater in Seattle. The tour is in support of her upcoming third studio album titled Manic, which is set for release on January 17th. Halsey will be accompanied by a special guest, Chervis and Omar Apollo, from June 2nd to July 5th, then Black Bear and Previs from July 12th to August 1st. Tickets go on sale for the general public on January 17th at 10 a.m. local time. Halsey, who was nominated for Female Artist of the Year at the 2020 iHeartRadio Music Festival, or Awards, will be the musical guest in the January 25th edition of Saturday Night Live, which will also feature Adam Driver. The nominees for the 2020 iHeartRadio Music Awards were announced on Wednesday, with Billie Eilish leading the way with 7 nominations, followed by Lil Nas X and Lizzo with 6 each. Billie Eilish's Bad Guy, along with Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, Truth Hurts by Lizzo, Sucker by Jonas Brothers, and Senorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello are nominated for Song of the Year. Female Artist of the Year will be decided between Eilish, Lizzo, Taylor Swift, Halsey, and Ariana Grande, while Male Artist of the Year nominees are Ed Sheeran, Khaled, Luke Combs, Post Malone, and Mendes. Dan plus Shay, Imagine Dragons, the Jonas Brothers, Maroon 5, and Panic at the Disco are nominated for Best Duo Group of the Year. Dancing with a Stranger by Sam Smith and Normani, East Side by Benny Blanco, Halsey and Khaled's I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, Senorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, and Sunflower by Post Malone and Swally are nominated for Best Collaboration. Carrie Underwood, Dan plus Shay, Luke Bryan, Luke Combs, and Thomas Rhett are nominated for Country Artist of the Year, while Cardi B, Drake, Lil Baby, Meek Mill, and Travis Scott are nominated for Hip Hop Artist of the Year. The 2020 iHeartRadio Music Awards will air live on Fox from the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles on March 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The event will also be broadcast on iHeart Media Radio nationwide. Fans' votes will determine the winners of Best Fan Army, Best Lyrics, Best Cover Song, Best Music Video, Best Remix, the Social Star Award, Favorite Tour Photographer, and Favorite Music Video Choreography Award. And here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 sales charts for the week of January 11th. Number 10, Selena Gomez with Lose You to Love Me. Number 9, Dan plus Shay and Justin Bieber with 10,000 Hours. Number 8, Travis Scott with Highest in the Room. Number 7, Tones and I with Dance Monkey. Number 6, Lizzo with Good as Hell. Number 5, Arizona Zervas with Roxanne. Number 4, Liz Capaldi with Someone Like You, or Someone You Love, rather. Number 3, Rodney Ricch with The Box. Number 2, Maroon 5 with Memories. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 single charts for the week of January 11th, Post Malone with Circles. And that is your entertainment report for Thursday, January 9th, 2020. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.